Hi everybody, good morning to you all and Chodesh Tov. We continue today in the concept of Mav'ir on Shabbat, igniting on Shabbat, and more specifically about the Gram Mav'ir, which means indirect igniting on Shabbat. Now yesterday I gave you the example of the oven. When we don't have the Shabbat mode, we said we're not allowed to open or to close completely the oven because this may have an effect on the thermostat and therefore change the intensity and the size of the flame of the fire inside. So in today's Halacha, we're going to see that there are some cases that actually are allowed, and the Gram Mav'ir is not considered an issue on Shabbat. The first case that is not that simple actually, Chacham Ovadia is only lenient for the sake of a mitzvah, is the case of the timer. So let's say you have the time that is set to turn on the light at 11 a.m. in the morning, but you need the light beforehand. Okay, so let's say 10:30 a.m. The light is not on yet, and you want to try to have the light that is going to turn on before 11, so 10:30. And we said that it's not going to be an electric timer or digital timer because that will definitely involve an issue of touching electricity. So let's say that it's the knob type of timer. So Chacham Ovadia only allows for the sake of a mitzvah and not for any other situation. Let's say a person has to learn Torah, etc. Now, other examples of Gram Mav'ir that is mutar is, for example, closing a window on Shabbat. So let's say that you have the lights, the candles, the fireplace that is on, and by closing the window, you will make sure that nothing will affect the light and it will just stay on as you wish. That's not considered a Gram Mav'ir. That's just removing the obstacle of Mechabe, which means it's just removing the possibility of extinguishing. That's not considered indirect igniting, so that's mutar on Shabbat. Another example is when you are opening your sink for water and you may trigger an electrical current by doing so in the building, in the house, etc. That's considered a very, very indirect gerama that is very far-fetched, and Chacham Ovadia said that it's therefore, again, mutar. We have other examples that are connected to the concept of Mav'ir. I'm going to give you one. Let's say that you are wearing an electronic watch. So by touching some of the knobs, some of the switches on the watch, you may touch electricity. We don't have this gezerah. We don't make new gezerot on ourselves, and you are allowed to wear this watch unless you have an Apple Watch or maybe a Samsung watch that by the movement of your arm, the light turns on, or it also calculates your heart rate and movements and all kind of other things. That's definitely an issue. But if it's a regular watch that is operating with batteries, there is no problem, even if you may touch the buttons of the watch, because we don't find a gezerah in Takanot Chachamim forbidding this. Same thing for an electric blanket. They used to have these blankets back then. I'm not sure if today it's FDA approved, but they used to have those blankets. Even though you may regulate the temperature to the one that you want, we don't make new gezerot in nowadays, and therefore these cases are actually going to be mutar on Shabbat. I wish you all an amazing day and Shabbat Shalom.